while. A little while before I made a video. We're back. Back home. Back in the old background. If you don't know, then you're stupid. But the Premier League fixtures came out today. And what do I do every season? I run through them. That's exactly what we're gonna do. In this, you know, I've got questions to ask about these fixtures, but you know what? It is what it is. Let's begin, shall we? Starting off in August the 17th. Away at Manchester United. Away at Manchester United first, Sunday 4:30. Yeah. Lordy Lord. It's going to be a different Manchester United team, isn't it? It's not going to be like the Manchester United team we saw last season. It's going to be a Manchester United team who's going to be up for it. It's going to be a Manchester United team who's got the likes of Matheus Cunha in the side. They're about to sign Brian and Burma. You know, they're going after a striker. They're doing their business in the transfer market, and you've got to say fair play to them. I'm not saying anything. You heard it here first. Whatever striker we sign scores a hat-trick at Old Trafford. Whether it be Sesko, whether it be Gyökeres, they score a hat-trick at Old Trafford. Oh, I can't wait, man. Then we start our home run of games. So match day 2, we have Leeds United at home. That could be a game where, you know what, you can rotate the team a little bit. You know, give a few players a rest for the following week and we go to Anfield. Manchester United away, Liverpool away in the space of 2 weeks. Fucking hell. Oh, that's just not allowed, man. That just can't be allowed. Again, I haven't lost at Anfield in a while, but I haven't won there in a while either. Next season, maybe the time to break it. Who knows? You know, we ain't won there in a while either. I think it was 2012 we won there. You know what I mean? Time to put things right this season. After that then, home to Nottingham Forest. Another tough game. Forest, of course, got themselves into Europa Conference League football, which is huge for them. Who knows? Who knows what could unfold this season? And then the following week we play Manchester City at the Emirates. That's going to be the game I'm looking at thinking, you've got to win that. You know, that has to be three points. You know, yes, City have made the signings they've made. But we've seen players like that in the past come into the Premier League. And they haven't been all that. They haven't. You know, they haven't lived up to the hypes. I don't think Ryan Cherky is going to be as good as people think he'll be. And I hate to break it to you, but I think he'll be a Savinho 2.0. Literally. I think Reinders will be good for them. I think Tijani Reinders will be their best signing. You know, who was the other signing they made? Marcus Bettinelli and one more. I forgot who it was. Anywho, we'll be at home in that game, obviously. And we just have to take our game. We just have to take our chance and go for it. You know, we're guaranteed to have a new striker, probably a new left winger. You know, probably have Zubamendi as a CDM role. And then you'll have a back four, most of which was what we've been having this season. So, yeah. And then we go to Newcastle. Put things right from last season. put them right, correct the wrongs and make them right. It's that simple. Lost to Newcastle, was it 3 times away last season? Twice away, once at home. Yeah, our record against them hasn't been great, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, and then into October, my birthday month. West Ham at home. October the 4th, West Ham at home. Gonna be an interesting game. That, you know, West Ham are the ones at the Emirates last season that cost us the title yet again, but we let ourselves down in that one. Then we go to Fulham. These games, man. These games. The whole of September is like is a whole month of London derbies. Because the one after it is Palace at home. Get where I'm going. It's mental, man. Fucking mental. Into November, we have 3 away games and 1 home game. Starting off the month, November the 5th, we go to Burnley. Newly promoted side, of course, back in the Premier League after a few years. Why not? Then we got an interesting away visit. Away to Sunderland the week after. Got rid of Joe Bellingham. He's gone to Borussia Dortmund, following the footsteps of his older brother Jude. Be interesting to see Sunderland in the Premier League this season. I don't like them much, but do you know what? It's always nice to see a team in the Premier League that you haven't seen in a long time. Sunderland's one of them teams. It's gonna be very interesting to see what we do. Obviously, you've got to travel up to the northeast as well. And then we got the big one, the North London derby. The one you always look for when these fixtures come out. When are we playing Tottenham, home and away? Tottenham at home, North London derby. And after what happened this season, yeah, we put that behind us and we go again. We shut them fucking yid twats up. We shut them up and we put them in their place once again. So what if they have a trophy? I couldn't give 2 shits. They're not bigger than Arsenal. It's that simple. I'm buzzing for that game. Really am. And then we go away to Chelsea the following week. Again, a difficult place to go, Stamford Bridge. You know, especially with the signing they made of Liam Delap up front. Don't know what kind of threat he'll be yet. Hearing people saying he looked alright in the Club World Cup, but at the same time, after Club World Cup, the Premier League is completely different. Don't know until you see it. Into the Christmas period, always the part where we kind of have a bit of a slip. We start the month off home to Brentford. Of course, Thomas Frank ain't there no more. He's gone to join them. Can't stop the road. Don't know why he's done that. You know, I used to like him as a manager, but you can't like a kid. It's that simple. Why downgrade yourself, Thomas, man? Why downgrade yourself? It is what it is. And we go to Villa Park, Aston Villa away, Saturday 5:30. Difficult game. Went there last year, won 2-0. Not a comfortable 2-0. It took us late on to score. I feel that's the kind of game where we need to get an early goal, you know, to really have a go at them. And then we go Wolves at home. Again, Wolves at home. Always going to be a difficult game. You know, regardless of who's around. Then we go to Everton away, the new stadium, Bramley Moordock. Really excited to play there, you know. As much as I love Goodison Park, as much as it's one of my favourite ever football stadiums. Bramley Moordock is a new lease on life for Everton. You know, said goodbye to Goodison Park, and this new stadium for them, they'll get a lot of money from it. Then we've got Brighton at home. fixture last year that we drew 1-1 back to back. Another fixture that we need to work on winning, focus on winning this season. And then we end the year New Year's Eve. It looks like that's going to be New Year's Eve 4:30 from what I've been reading. Arsenal versus Aston Villa on Monday the 31st of December. Last game of the year at home to Aston Villa. Do you know what? I take that. Villa twice in December as well. January, Bournemouth away, kicking off the year. Vitality Stadium. Yeah, never easy. Iraola knows what he's doing. Obviously, he can play quite a low block sometimes as well, and he can have a go at you as well. So yeah, it depends. It all depends on what kind of Bournemouth team turns up in that game. And then you've got the Liverpool at home. That's the one I'm not really. I'm gonna say it now. That's the time AFCON's on, so they won't have the likes of Mohamed Salah. What happened last time they didn't have Mohamed Salah when they came to the Emirates? They lost 3-1. I'm only saying, I'm only trying to put out a point. If I was Liverpool, I'd go and sign someone quickly. That simple. Then we go away to Nottingham Forest, the City Ground. A game last season that was one of the most boring games I've ever watched. 0-0 draw. Just turn it around. Manchester United at home the following week. Big game that, you know, we'll always love playing against Manchester United. And then we end the month off away at Leeds United, Ellen Road. Stadium that's... If you're talking when Leeds are in the Championship, it's probably the best stadium by a million miles in the Championship. When you get to the Premier League, there's no competing with the best. Do you know what I'm saying? But stadium's nice. I like Ellen Road from what it looks like. Anyways, I've never been there, you know. But if I could go, I'd go. But I've never been there, so what more can I say? Into February, at home to Sunderland. That's easy game, that. Move on. Away at Brentford. That's not going to be easy, especially with who the new manager is going to be. I've got a feeling that it's going to be Brendan Rodgers. I don't know why. And then we've got the other North London derby, Spurs away. I love playing against Spurs, home and away. More to come on that one. Both of the derbies when the previews come around. And then we have Chelsea at home. Same kind of thing like November. You know, you've got Sunderland in there, you've got Spurs in there, and you've got Chelsea in there. Simple. March. You start it off away at Brighton. Amex never easy place to go. We made it tough of ourselves last season. Got to turn that around this season. Then we go. Then we actually play Everton at home. Again, another game last season that we dropped points in. Another game last season that I was at and I witnessed a draw. I can't be doing that next season, by the way. Getting tickets for Arsenal, and I don't see them winning. The only game I saw them win this season at the Emirates was in the Champions League against Dynamo Zagreb. Do you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And then to end off the month, away at Wolves. It's just that kind of game, innit? It's just kind of in the way. For Bournemouth at home, should be a nice easy game for us. City away is the one I'm looking at thinking, we nearly won at the Etihad last year. Nearly conceded right in the end to fucking John Stones of all people. Obviously, you all remember that crazy goal from Calafiori for about here. If you can do that again next year and win us the game, the Italian stallion does it again. Nah. In all seriousness though, you know what I mean? It's that preview I think is going to define a lot. that preview I think is gonna be Man City Arsenal this season. That preview I think is gonna be the biggest video I've ever done on that channel, on this channel. That's how big that game's gonna be, I've got a feeling. Then we end the month at home to Newcastle. Difficult game. Got to put our wrongs right from last season. Into May then. Fulham at home. Fulham at home again is going to be alright, you know. I'm not too worried about that game. Next you've got West Ham away, and I'm hearing people saying Declan Rice is going to win the Premier League for us at West Ham. Imagine. and they sing you should have signed for a big club. The scenes in my house if that happens. I've got a Rice shirt right there, the signed one. I don't know if I've ever shown it to you. If that happens, I'll take it down and I'll wear it for a week. As my pyjamas, as my daily clothes. I ain't changing. I won't shower for a week if we win the Premier League. Yeah. Burnley at home. Second to last game of the season, last home game of the season. Just is what it is, isn't it? They'll probably be down by then anyway, and that's no offence to Burnley or nothing. And then we end the season away at Crystal Palace. That's simple, really. So, listen, some tasty fixtures in there. A tough start to the season, but you know what? We had to get through it. You know, and just we got a tough start last season. You know, when we were able to accomplish from that. You know, just don't get any injuries. You know, don't get any stupid red cards, and I think we'll be alright. You know, we were a point off of 9 points from 9. We got 8 points now at 9 games in the first 6 games last year, which was really good. The City game, of course, stopped us from getting the 9 points. But it all depends on the transfer window about those fixtures. You know, who comes in. You know, I think Zubimendi's all but done. I think Kepa's all but done as well. Kepa Arrizabalaga. Posted that video a bit too early, I think. Still deciding between Sesko and Gyökeres. Just go and sign one of them, please. Getting bored. And then we're going after a left winger. It's that simple, really. But I'd take them fixtures any day of the week. You know, just look at it like you've got to play every team twice anyway. So it doesn't matter where you play them. It's always good to get the likes of Liverpool away and City, United away, Newcastle away, all out the way first. So then you can focus on the likes of Burnley, Sunderland, Leeds, and the teams that just you should be beating. But yeah, listen, I'm excited for the new season. You know, I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of my summer. I might have a few weeks off YouTube, I don't know. I'll have a look, you know. I don't normally post much around the summertime anyway. But yeah, listen, if you're new around here, smash like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you lot soon for some more transfer news. I'm out of here. Peace.